All right, welcome everybody. We are here at the 2025 Canadian Ring Ed Championships here from Ottawa, Ontario. Hosted by the City of Ottawa Ring Ed Association. Done a wonderful job organizing this. It's been a fabulous event. Incredibly, gone from ice and snow starting last Sunday to plus 15 here today. And some rain just for fun. That's Ottawa for you. Gonna have a fabulous game here today. NB1, Team-New-Brunswick versus Zone-2, Alberta. Fans all lit up over here to the right of us. The rink is good shape. Ice is holding up well considering how much we've done over the week, how many games we played over the week. You see on my left here, we've got Zone 2 in their whites with the blue and orange trim. Warming up their tendy. Not sure who's going to be starting this one yet. Looks like lots being warmed up right now. And on our right, the far side, in their blacks with white trim, Team-New-Brunswick. Looking good. So we got a few minutes here. They're just getting the warm-ups done. Want to say a big thank you to our sponsors and supporters. Province of Ontario, what a great job. Really appreciate that, making this happen. Tourism Ottawa, another big sponsor, Booster Juice. Various others who have stepped up. Very much appreciated. So, our on-ice officials are having a chat at the scorer's box, getting things prepared. Want to say a big thank you to them, both the on-ice officials as well as the game officials who are taking care of score clock, shot clock, whatnot, scorekeeping. It's a big task. Lots of volunteers here. So, and every tournament has them for sure. Just want to give an extra shout out to them for the time they spend, and all supporters, coaches, and whatnot. You think about the time that's spent here to bring these games to us, and boy, we are being treated to some great ring at. Quality level just going up leaps and bounds every year. It's been a great tournament so far, and bodes well for times to come. Far side, New Brunswick. Head coach Mark Biel, Jeff Lamberton, Jolene Gosselin, Daniel McLeod, Miguel Prue, and the manager Charlene Bourgeois. The Blaze head coach Christopher Kelly, along with Angie Piggin, Morgan Rice is the trainer, Kennedy Rice, assistant coach, Kim Mullen managing this team, Megan Kelly, assistant coach, and Karen Galandi, manager. We know how many countless hours goes into this. Your efforts, highly appreciated. Team-New-Brunswick, 3 rookies on the team. It's good to see. 7 veterans, 8 graduates. Good balance on the team moving forward. Big fans of the TikTok. It's a special part of the game. Certainly it's a team camaraderie. Both teams, experiencing this, and something that can never be taken away from you is coming to national championship. So we're going to play 4 10-minute periods for your friends. It's going to get it on about 5 seconds or so as teams get back to the bench, get some last minute, last second encouragement from the coaches at this point. When you've made it to a national championship, there's nothing to rethink here. You got to trust yourself, get in the game, do the preparation, go with your instincts, get out there, have a lot of fun, play for your teammates. So 4 10-minute periods. Of course, the away teams, New Brunswick, they're going to start out with the ring first in the first and third periods. And the interesting thing, of course, and you'll see it later on, depending on how this game unfolds, in those second and fourth periods, the teams are closest to their own bench, playing on their own end, which makes it tactically a little bit more interesting to see how the goaltenders are used if they're pulled. Because the skate, it's a little bit, well, quite a bit shorter of a skate, obviously, to your own bench. Looks like Lott is indeed starting for the Blaze, and I believe in New Brunswick, he starts out with a ring here. I believe that's Naomi Morin in net for New Brunswick. Bial across crease pass, Bork whistled down. Didn't execute on that anyhow, but what a nice pass across the crease. Start the game off. It's a defensive free pass for the Blaze. This is always interesting. You don't see it too often, every few games or so maybe. But it's interesting to see how those players are, where they're going to go. It's definitely hard to get out of your own zone in this configuration. Blaze at one deep, looking for the high-low, more than likely. Ilsley over here on my right side. Rice in the middle. Let's see, cuts in, and there it is along, makes a stab. That's a stab you got to make for sure. Nice play to get in the zone. New Brunswick recovers behind their own net. They come out right in the middle. Boy, give it up. Blaze take that ring away. They drop it off. They look like they're keyed in already. 1, 2, 3 across. Ooh, nice set play. Trying to get that cross-crease pass intercepted by New Brunswick, however. Boy, you see how fast the Blaze are on this ring. Put the pressure on, 3 wide. Trying to cut down the options. New Brunswick can't get the stab. Made in the neutral zone. The Blaze turn the Jets on here. Rice. Madison Rice through the neutral zone. Tipped off the end of Piggin's stick. Still maintain control, however, Monroe sends to the corner. Galandi drops it off. I'm going to make some changes. They're back out in front, trying to get a shot off. Doesn't make it through the defense's shin pads, however. They recover. Shot clock winding down. There's a ripper of a shot, high and right. Misses the net, no reset. Back to the far side. Can't get a shot on net. Despite the mobility and speed. New Brunswick, let's give them a chance to get out of the zone. Take it off the boards. Get used to the body there. Move back and forth in the neutral zone. New Brunswick gets it deep. Day gets it deep into McLeod. Rubs her checker out. Day with it now. Sends a shot across the body. That was a heck of a shot. Lott had to be on the numbers there. Good speed through the neutral zone. It's about an 8-second entry for the Blaze. Shot across the body. Glove save. New Brunswick going to take it out for the far corner. Looking for a friend. The neutral zone comes off the tip of the stick. The Blaze jump on that right away. Mullen gets to the far side. I think she gets that over to Moman. And through the crease it goes. Gonna be goalie Rink. Moran dishes left. New Brunswick heavily checked here. You see the spread. More neutral zone coverage by Alberta. That form that neutral zone really creating good lane coverage, racing for the ring. Pull back, New Brunswick opening up space. Always a strong program, New Brunswick, that's for certain. Return, it comes to far side and glove down. Lott. Dishes to her right. Fitzpatrick cuts back. A heavy pursuit. It's one of the faster games we've seen here, that's for sure. It comes out flat off the board. She can't touch it again. New Brunswick throws it aberrantly into the neutral zone, and easy for the Blaze to get control back and enter the offensive zone with 6 minutes left in the first. Quick shot up left side with the reset and recovery. Cutting back, holds, guns it again into the body of the D. We get a reset again and hold down. There's a second. Joe, goal, boom, look at that. Choked over 1 second and just caused a little bit of confusion. Touch of a screen there. Looked like a 5-hole. And on the board are the Blaze. High velocity. And that gets them on the board with 5:36 remaining in the first. New Brunswick from center. Fans showing their appreciation. Clock didn't start right away, so New Brunswick's going to rinse and repeat. New Brunswick from center. Holds, goes off the boards, just out of reach, and heavy pressure from New Brunswick after turning the ring over. You see Schwarzenberger leave the Blaze end high speed. You see the intensity right away in this game. Boy, nice cross crease pass on the backhand. Doesn't execute right away. It's a shot on goal there, and New Brunswick gives it back. Over Moran. He's off the close boards. LeBlanc gets it, sends a nasty pass inside. Difficult to pick up. Bork. And after Hoster gets it into the neutral zone. New Brunswick with 3 back in their own zone. Elected to make sure that they can reconstitute the triangle. Shot on net. Moran dishes right. Just over 4 minutes left. New Brunswick. Heavy check, can't get out of the zone still. 15 on it, and it's a 2-line pass. The Blaze. Moman gets it out to neutral zone. They're going to get pretty quick entry. 6 seconds in. Pass across into the slot. Mullen not able to catch that pass and do anything dangerous with it. New Brunswick quick through the zone, and now they're going to set up shop here. Gosselin rolls from behind the Blaze net. Comes in, fakes, backhand, gets a reset, recovery. That should have been a reset. There's a shot, there's a reset, and recovery again. McLeod with it, carrying. Goes back to the forehand behind the net. 3 minutes remaining first period. Blaze up 1-0. Mers. Pardon me, LeBlanc. Comes off, looking for a slingshot. Robichaud picks this up and does not get the reset. It's in the crease. That'll be goalie ring nonetheless. Lot. Elects to drop it behind her back there, and again. Biggin. See the pressure. Two skaters constantly on the ring. They move fast. The Blaze are quick across the ice, and they always have two chasing that ring down. Doran. Doro. Chops it off. Brunswick tries to pass one through his skate, sends a high flyer up and over. Robichaud's going to collect this. The far side tries to get that on net. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the first period. It's a fast game, friends. Lot. Dishes right, Cowley with it. Come away. Makes the neutral zone. Good reception. They're going to go back in their own zone. And whoa, man. She gets it up, and New Brunswick showing off their ring pressure as well. Good hard shot and a reset there for the Blaze. Back pass, nice snag. Oh boy, just to right side. That was a well-placed shot, just a little bit to the right of the post. Nice set play there. Moran, goalie ring. Toss it out right. New Brunswick moving to the middle of their own zone. Soft pass in the neutral zone. Looking for some empty white space here. Gautreau after it, picked up by the Blaze, however. Monroe gets it in the neutral zone. Up to Cowley. Cowley to Monroe. Gets one, shoots one. Just under a minute left. Brunswick under pressure, throws it away, and it's in the channel. There's a delayed penalty coming against the Blaze, it appears. Yep. Dylan Piggin in the box for two. Some undisclosed penalty. I didn't catch what the call was there, unfortunately, but nonetheless. Gosselin behind Lot, rolls out of the forehand, holds, drops it off. Quick shot, looking top shelf, short side. Gosselin, Scott McLeod sitting in the post. Drops it, and with some speed, through the middle, back pass to the post. A little too far away, and McLeod can't get it to the net for a reset in time. The goalie ring. Lot dishes right for the trailer. Fitzpatrick. Off in the neutral zone, boy. An odd miss there. That's touched both sides, of course. Brunswick's going to give up possession there. Came in off for skate and then made the stab both sides of the blue line. Can't do that. Rice will take this free pass. She's got that ring stuck out, rips one. Comes off the D to finish off the period. There's a minute 18 remaining in the Blaze penalty. So our team's going to go back and have a chat with their coaches. We have a 1 minute intermission here, friends, between periods. I'm sure you know this by now, but just to reiterate, 4 10-minute periods. Good fast game already. Certainly the Blaze are firing on all cylinders. They're moving the ring quickly and efficiently, making their stabs. Too many missed stabs on their side. New Brunswick is sitting back a touch. I think that you're going to see a little more pressure here, even throughout the second half of the first period. You saw them pick up the ring pressure, try to force some turnovers. You know, don't always have to get the interception or turn the ring over directly. You just have to make it as difficult as possible for the other team to make their passes, potentially miss their passes. It's a fast game. Crowder's right into it. So as they switch ends, now we have Moran on our side, closest to our camera, which is in the corner position just because of the layout of this rink. It was impossible to put it in the middle. But have the long lenses on, so hopefully you're able to see all the action well. LeBlanc from behind her net. Cuts in, sends it across the body. Holding, there's the shot. Boy, that came off the post. They got to reset on that. That looked like it might sneak in. So tight. Deceptive. .25 remaining in the Blaze penalty. Cowley with it now. Put a little back and forth with Rice. Drop this off. Galandi across the top to the line, back to Galandi, holds. That's her stick, it's touched while she's trying to pass that in, slows that ring right down. It'll be Blaze free pass, 7 seconds remaining in their penalty, 8:49 left in the second period. Galandi, a righty. It's always an advantage when you're taking that free pass if you're going to fake shot or take the shot. Out to Galandi. Galandi can't get it clean. Monroe can't grab that. Gosselin's going to roll out with this. Have to turn back. There's good coverage, and there's four in the neutral zone. And they get the turnover. Great coverage by the Blaze. Over the top, sends a heater in there. What a blocker save. Beautiful save by Moran there. Just gets the hand up. That shot was going top corner. And looking for some more penetration. Galandi tries to push through, test that out. There's good pressure again. Everything on the table here. McLeod with it now. Fakes the drop, gets the neutral zone. Here comes a give and go. Back up, and off she goes. Can't turn the corner. Oh my goodness. Gets a trip on the way. Smashes into the far boards. Looks to be okay, but hate to see that. Caston McLeod. Gets tagged on her way. Loses her pins and applies full speed into the boards. McLeod makes it to the bench. Oh, they're a tough lot, New Brunswick. Makes it to the bench, and Cage Rattle's going to have a chat with the trainer, I'm sure, here. Well, it's a 2-minute penalty given. So for 47 more seconds, teams will be at even strength with 7:36 remaining in the second. And the Blaze maintaining a 1-0 lead established in the first period. New Brunswick cycling around, testing the waters a little bit. The Blaze, not an aggressive triangle, but Forward and center come out and square up against the Rink carrier. They're a fast team, so they can certainly afford to get back into position. Blaze trying to sweep one up and over the top. LeBlanc gets a hold of this one. Got to settle it down a touch. Get it over a friend in the neutral zone and gets it in. Doesn't have a look. Nice stab to make it into the offensive zone for Daig. She's going to head off. Make some changes right out front. Can't get a stick in it. Good power move down the slot. There's a second. There's a drop. Take the shot. Up high and over. Bourgeois can't get that going. And 43 seconds power play for New Brunswick. Blaze drop it off behind, and they're going to leave the zone. Looking for a player streaming in high speed. Gets there first. It's Biggin. Curls back. It's on her forehand. Bourgeois keeping a watchful eye along with Goron. There had a break opportunity. Couldn't quite see it. Best to control the ring. Little touch and go. They come across the middle. Caught her stick off her teammate's skate. Two-line pass for the Blaze to get that out. Bourgeois dumps that off to Bork, who is cycling around the back end. 5:23 left in the second. Bork drops that. Quick shot. Misses the net. Picked up in the corner. However, BL goes backhand. No. Yep. Gets it to a teammate. Gets the touch off that as well and a fresh shot clock. Delayed penalty coming to the Blaze on that interaction. Caught her on the way by, and now New Brunswick's got 4 in. Looking to set something up with the extra player, and turns. Stopped up. Nice save right out front. Save a lot. 4:45 remaining, and the Blaze put 2 players in the box. Oh goodness. First one showing 2 minutes. Well, this is the best opportunity that a team has, certainly. 2 2-minute penalties. That's going to give New Brunswick a 3-on-2 for the full 2 minutes. Can't beat that opportunity. Gets it across. Saved up, dished out. But while missing the extra player, gets caught in the tee. Oh no, she touches this. Teammate gets there first. Lucky business, I'll tell you what. That couldn't have worked out better for the Blaze, but regardless, I misstabbed New Brunswick. Gets a hold of this with some speed, however, and they get it back up to the top. Back down to the post, holds across, oh, can't get that stab. That was a great cross crease pass. Rips one right into the crest. And the Blaze are gonna get this only in the neutral zone. Big hit in the neutral zone. Player down for New Brunswick as they collide. Here comes the contact penalty. And let's see if LeBlanc's getting this one. Boy, she's not feeling good. Off that collision. Had her head down. And we'll hope she's okay. She's up and to the bench. However, New Brunswick penalty box door is open. I think they're just checking on her. They're going to have another player serve the penalty. So regardless, there's still 1:07 left in the penalty, in the 2 penalties for the Blaze. They will still be short those 2 players, meaning if New Brunswick's in the end, they're going to get the 3-on-2 in the zone. New Brunswick, however, is going to be down a player for 2 minutes. Free pass sent to the far boards. Gilandi controlling, just trying to burn some time off. Bork keeps it off her stick from behind. Gilandi trying to get that across. New Brunswick really wants to get in there and take advantage. The Blaze doing a great job, gets a shot on Moran. And here goes New Brunswick, getting heavily engaged. Here comes another penalty for sure to the Blaze. New Brunswick throws it away, apparently. What an odd turn of events. They're going to send it down to get the stoppage. Wait as long as possible. Boy, good ring management, time management. I'll tell you what, by the Blaze. Few smart plays there, just burning off as much time as possible. Knowing the rules really makes such a mammoth difference. 14 seconds remaining on the 3-on-2 for New Brunswick. They've unfortunately not had much opportunity to take advantage of that 3-on-2. But another penalty coming to the Blaze. So they've got a crowded box over there, friends. There's 3 in their penalty box. So even after this first 14-second one comes off, or the 2 of these come off, if they're not scored on, they'll still have a player in the box. And 1:07 left in the New Brunswick penalty. Biels sends this ring to the corner, back up to the slot. Moves it back and forth to the post, across crease, boom! And there it is, friends. The deadliness of the 3-on-2. Get on the board. Good execution. Down to the post, across the crease to the far post. No missing from there. Sends her upstairs, tie this game up. Looks like Dega's so happy she took a little Zamboni trip across the blue line here. Beside herself. That first goal, as we mentioned before, the first goal in a game is the most important one for a team, certainly. Get on the board, know that you can do it. So, 1 penalty is taken off. 5 seconds left on a 3-on-2. It won't matter as, oh boy, another penalty coming here. This one we get New Brunswick, however. Piggin rolling around with some contact there. New Brunswick's going to be putting the second one in the box. In fact, it would be beneficial, one would think, for the Blaze just to have given the ring over. So they get maximum time with the 3-on-2. 2:27 left in the second, friends. And New Brunswick will now, McLeod's going to join her teammate in the box, and they will be on the wrong end of a 3-on-2 for at least 35 seconds. Well, that's scored on. 1:37 remaining in the penalty to the Blaze. So while they don't have their full complement, they still do have the 3 in. Down to the post, rips one off the crossbar. That Rink comes out of play here. They get that ring back into play. Off a good throw from a fan down here. Gets it up and over the mesh to get it back in play. Hey, rings come to a premium. Nice shot, friend. Bial's going to take this free pass out of her own zone. She sends it deep. 2-line pass, but it goes right the distance. Blaze through the neutral zone. Engage, swept away. Good for Snickety Gosselin. The shot just wide. Glendy rips on top. Wow, what a shot. In the middle, up top. What can you say? 3-on-2's kill. What execution. Perfect shot upstairs. So they get their 2-1 lead back. Brunswick come back in. Both teams still in the box for within 20 seconds of each other, around the 1-minute mark each. A little bit less for the Blaze. Got 40 left in theirs. New Brunswick with a minute left in theirs. Shot right to the net. Brunswick cycling. Make the drop. Their second takes that shot. Good stop up there. Lott puts it over. Just under a minute left in the second period. Goes land. Rolling. Comes back, gets the reset. Does not get the reset. Must have come off the side of the net. Lott dishes right. There's the high-low. Stab's made. Dropped off, sent to the corner, and nice stab there, Pigane. Gets a hold of that. Skates backwards through a crowd. Sends a nice Sasha pass over Galandi. Gets inside, beats it deep, backhand, puts it over the net. She had Moran down on the ground, and it just pitchforked that one up. It caught the end of her up a little bit high and stick, a touch, and pitchforked it over as defense went down. 3.5 seconds left here. Probably going to be a shot. Although 3.5, I don't know. We'll see if she pulls the L. She does. She goes across. There's a shot. Moran had to be on the ball there. Well, that'll do it for the first 2 periods, friends. We're going to take a minute break. Great game. So make sure you check out highlights and notifications on the CRC socials, as well as Ring at Canada, of course. And if you don't already, make sure you follow us. Also on ringette.live, of course. All your following friends that follow make a big difference for us. Talking with sponsors and the impact that we have, and of course to share the stories that happen during these championships and tournaments and gameplay. Following is fun. So tonight we'll do it for this rink. We're in Richcraft, SensPlex. It's been a good week here so far, but tomorrow, as we move on, games are reduced down, and Friday we'll have games in Raphael, which to their credit have done a fabulous job. We're able to, in their circumstance, because we do have the facility to ourselves, we're able to take the mesh down, give you some nice sight lines. So tomorrow, make sure you're back and joining us there. And looking forward to Saturday. We're going to move over to Slush Puppy Center in Gatineau. That's a nice facility. We'll have several, obviously the bronze, gold medal games there in the full production. multi-camera, cameras on the ice as well. And then following that up, the closing ceremonies. New Brunswick brace in, sends a heater in there, Biel does. There's a reset back to Biel. Takes a second thought on it. Oh, look at the aggressive push on the forward. Bork drops it. There, no tripping called against the Blaze. Pass down, sends a hot one in. Lot casts it to the side. Bourgeois. Piggin gets it. Neutral zone, and the return back to her. Piggin's going to go in. Cross pass. Boom! Pretty much the perfectly executed entry into the zone. My goodness. Coming in with speed. Piggin on the right side. Comes in with a ton of speed. Gets that pass to the post. Through the seam. Perfect execution, friends. Look at that. Little catch and shoot at the end there. No chance for Moran on that. With 9-12 in the third, the Blaze take a 3-1 lead. New Brunswick. Dig. On the McLeod. McLeod through the seam in the front. Ghostline gets a piece of it. Not enough, however. Blaze out of their own zone. Monroe across. Samantha Monroe. Rice picks up some speed, rips one. I don't know if that came off the bar. It certainly looked like it. Rice maintaining control. She's going to go off for a break. She hands it over to Fitzpatrick. Cycles backhand, drops it off to Galandi. It's a backhand in there. Orange dishes behind the net, and 7:45 left. New Brunswick coming out of their own zone. A little too tight to be picked up. Look at that last burst of speed there. Not sure who that was for the Blaze, but takes 2 strides and then puts 3 fast strides on that and gets to the wall, locking the ring up and giving themselves a free pass in the offensive zone. The acceleration on these athletes is stunning, to be fair. Galandi going to take the free pass. Cuts in, dishes to the corner, to our close corner, far side. A little bit of dipsy doodle. To the middle, back down to the post, turns, holds. Cross, there's a shot from the slot. Cowley. Goalie ring. And hey, we're in the third period. Surprisingly, nobody's in the box right now. New Brunswick gets the zone. Good work here. Gillison. Protect the ring with the body. Drops it off, wheels back in the center. Robichaud gets the Gillison breaking in. Sends a shot across the body. That was a nice, well-played shot. And recovered by New Brunswick. Bork. Back to Biel. Biel holds. Cuts inside. Double clutches. Goes forehand. Sticks her stick in the skate. Schwarzenberger. Play is going to go down to the New Brunswick zone on that penalty call against Biel. 6:10 remaining in the third. To the corner. Blaze. Just under 6 minutes in the third. Hold a 2-goal lead. Love to build on it. Turns, looks back. A close wall. Trying to get a reset. They get it too, but New Brunswick in on that. This pass across to the far side. Not dangerous. Right to play. New Brunswick going to change player out. Boo! Shot right in behind the net. It's good. No telegraph on that. Shoots from the hip. These athletes are dangerous from any location. McLeod holding, gets engaged at the blue line, finds yourself at the tee, terrible place to be. Drops it off for a friend, like good luck, and it's held up, and the Blaze gonna take over. The hard part about being down a player, one less to support through the neutral zone, trying to get entry. And Blaze going to take over. Free pass from the neutral zone. Monroe. Shakes that ring down. Turns it back to the slot. Forced back to the perimeter. Quick shot, nice save. Boy, really played that heavily, did Moran. Forster D covered her on the other side where that rebound came out. Nice snag by the Blaze to intercept that to get back in. Right up the slot, wheels around, rips one, misses wide. Rice sends one. Gets a reset. Brunswick recovers. They're back to full strength. Let's see the speed of the Blaze. They get on that. And they're rewarded again. Just too much time taken by New Brunswick to get at that ring. Not respecting the speed of the Blaze. They get on there, hold the ring up, get a possession in the zone. Rips one. I don't know if that actually looked like it did hit the crossbar. That was a heck of a shot. New Brunswick. They've got the skill, so they can put this together. Turned over in the neutral zone. Tipped off, it's against the boards. Blaze, around the middle, far side. Turns, loses a pin. In a battle again. And goalie ring this time, New Brunswick puts the wood down. Pulls that ring up. Gets possession, good stab. New Brunswick this time tries to pass through a couple of sticks. And New Brunswick, some good hard skating, gets away on the boards. Having a hard time. Gullison just having a tough time with the blades there. Bork with it, she's gonna carry as they make some changes, drops it off. Nice cut inside, but Good defensive play. Taniguchi gets on that one, and Taniguchi stops her up long enough, throws her off, pushes her through the crease. Nice passing play. They got two. Sends one right in the crest, however. Moran just squared up for it. Not a big problem. Biao gets away with one here. And New Brunswick sends to the corner. Up on its edge. Big battle here. Schwarzenberger and Bourgeois. Bourgeois comes up with it. Not sure. Bork takes a shot off of a leg. Bounces one off. Just as time expires on that shot clock. Just good bounce off of Lott. Comes out in front. No friends home. Pop that in. Minute 40 left in the third. The Blaze still up 3-1, maintaining that lead. Some good work keeping after the ring, not sitting back at all. Gosselin. Cycling forehand, sends it back to McLeod. Goes side to side along the ringette line. Daig engages, sends one up. It takes a bounce. Didn't get all the heat on that one. Moman's going to recover this and take it out as Daig's in pursuit. Daig, with that pursuit, is rewarded with a turnover. Daig cuts through, does the dipsy doodle, can't get away, however, and Cowley's going to get this momentarily. It stops on the wrong side of the blue line for her. A lot of back and forth. They're battling hard, friends. It's a good ring battle in this game. Nice snag in the middle. Goes far side. Body trip. Daig decides to change while they're in the offensive zone. So does McLeod and Gosselin. They're going to change the line out. Get the reset. And Blaze come away with the ring. LeBlanc on Rice. Rice gets away. Sends one. It's going to be a two. Nope, it's not going to make it quite. From the net, holds, drops it. 3 seconds left in the period. There's the shot. Comes to the crease. Moran clamps it down. That'll finish off the third. So Alberta 3, Blaze adding a goal in each period. Maintaining a 3-1 lead here. New Brunswick going to go back and pull out all the stops for the fourth. I want to say a big thank you to all of our production staff here, rolling the cameras and taking care of our switching and replays on site. 6 rinks concurrently, 42 games approximately per day, 150 plus games over the course of this week. Thank you to Caitlin, operations specialist on ISI Live, for managing these good things, and the support staff and network operations at ISI Live, Marnie and Matt, taking care of this work. Lots of hours, friends, are lots of hours. Steven Zeideman producing these games. Get our camera set up. Justin Hollier. It's good work across the board. And to our organizing committee here, City of Ottawa Ringette Association. Fantastic group of people, professional association. If you ever have the opportunity to talk with them, you'll only get good things. All right, let's start up the fourth. It is the Blaze. Throw a little bit too deep, be dangerous, and Gautreau gets this in the neutral zone, a little back and forth. Just love watch that skating. It's just exceptional. That ring didn't have enough juice on it to get in and get dangerous, but you can see certainly New Brunswick a little extra in their step. Passes across. Biggin drops it off to Galandi. And here's a chance, one-on-one, turns inside, back forth. Decides to go around the net. No, tell you what, you don't really, a wraparound is nearly impossible. Rice just about pulls that one off. But only because, you know, your stick pretty much has to enter the crease in order to release it. But that came up inside on the post. It's pretty impressive to watch. And got her stick knocked away from her. It's sitting beside Moran's net now. Shot clock violation. Ring is going to be, it's going to be a defensive ring given to the Blaze to get it out of their zone. 8:42 left, fourth. This next goal, friends, is going to be critical. Blaze trying to get out of their own zone. Sends it, it gets tapped into the zone. Blaze get there first. Boy, oh boy, a great speed there. Certainly by Ilsley. Emma Ilsley just turned the wheels on, got there first. New Brunswick in the neutral zone. McLeod gets it up and in. McLeod in a ring battle for it again. Plays whistle down. It's going to be goalie ring. Lott dishes it to her right, and Blaze looking for somebody, but great coverage by New Brunswick there. Richard cuts back for a soft pass in, gets it to McLeod. Holds, protects behind her back, stolen away. The Blaze, soft pass in. Nice little give and go there. Curls around, Galandi does. Gets it to the far post and shaken down by Custer. Custer. Big in. Down. That's Rice again. Got her little stick back. Gets inside. Goes forehand. Oh boy! It's why you don't want to move when you don't know where that ring is. Almost kicks that back into her net. Does not though. Moran had an eye on it. Richard. Little saucer pass. Love to see that just over the stick. Gets it to the far boards of the neutral zone. Gives him a chance to get some entry down to the soft spot in the far corner. Close side. Stolen away, however, and tripping coming to New Brunswick. Never a good time, but right now is definitely not the right time. And you'll see 4 in here. It's the Blaze. Get their players together. Holding. They've had good passing, which, well, except that one, but helps a lot when you're trying to get these types of opportunities to get the ring moved around, especially when there's the extra player in the zone. That should be Blaze. Here comes the penalty. And they should get possession in the zone. So it looks like New Brunswick was in the crease. Yeah. Rice. Setting up for the free pass. Gautreau and LeBlanc standing, flanking Morin. Rice goes out of the zone. Ilsley right up the middle to the far side. Morin doesn't get caught, move around. It looked like there's gonna be a pass across. It doesn't bite on that. Gautreau. Soft in. New Brunswick not really giving a lot of separation to give a good, decent opportunity for the passing through the zones. they're sitting beside the defender, and doesn't make it easy to get a check to them. Rink's going to get stopped up and given to New-Brunswick. At center. 5:50 remaining in the fourth period. Minute 20 left in the New Brunswick penalty. They will have it at center. Goron, Chard, Goron. Lobs it to the corner. Blaze get in there first. Throw the second player on. That's goalie Ring. Move it or lose it. New Brunswick wondering why there wasn't a contact penalty on that, but not to be. There's the high-low intercepted by New Brunswick. Spun off, going back in the neutral zone, into the offensive zone. And Blaze come away with it again. Back pass to get in. One stops. They're going to control this. There's only 5 minutes left. So 10 possessions. Hester turns. Rips one. Boy, that came on to the right side, interestingly. Looked like I may have touched Biel on the way. Being redirected. Cork. Back to Biel. Biel easing one in. Little fake. Gonna get inside and trying to get it through a stick again. Check from behind. Boy, collision along the boards. It seems to be okay. Boom! That's a big goal there as everybody's keeping an eye on what's going on the boards off that big hit. Looks like Rice tucks this one in. 4:21 left in the fourth. Let's have a peek. Cuts back, goes up and inside, top right. Sweet shot. Just given enough space to get the perfect shot there. It's a low percentage shot, obviously, getting them tucked under the bar like that. But she delivers the mail. With that, 4:29, 3-goal lead. It's not a big enough lead, that's for sure, in Ringette. But certainly close.
Ladies' goals scored by number 2, the New
Madison Rice. Assisted by Kylie Coster. New Brunswick, a lot of work to do here. Moving the ring around. They need this reset big time. There's the shot. Neutral zone work. New Brunswick gets it here. Got a little bit of space. They got to make a change instead. And there goes Moran. And they're going to see a 4 in here. They change their legs. Only 10 seconds left, however. Get the reset. Lott's going to scoop that up. And the neutral zone, Biel. Moran looking to go back. .225 remaining in the fourth. Rink's going back out to center. The Blaze will have it. 5 possessions left in the game. Oh, New Brunswick's going to the box. There's a contact penalty, it appears. I could be wrong. I know, they're just going to grab a drink, okay, of water. A little bit of Gatorade, probably. Electrolytes, very important, especially when you're a ref skating around, trying to keep up with the speed of these athletes. Timeout taken. New Brunswick sporting the 3-2 trap. The Blaze get through it. Get harassed on the board. Say there's 2 on, look at that. And the Blaze gonna come away with it. Players sitting up front. They elect to control instead. They don't need to take a quick shot. Spit out in the middle. LeBlanc recovers, however, for New Brunswick. And they gotta get on the ponies right now. Bial. Look at the pressure still. You see the Blaze don't give an inch regardless. Moran skates to the New Brunswick bench. And they get 4 in. Trying to close this gap. Minute 30 left. The far point sends a shot up as time expires on the shot clock, and give it back to New Brunswick. Two-minute penalty assessed to the Blaze. New Brunswick turns far side, misses the stab. Biel. There's not enough time to be looking around here. You need to get rings in. There it is, on. Stops, looking for the seam. Looking to draw them out. Turns to the top and back to the post. Backhand through the crease. Ends up in the far corner this side. Biel with it again. Gets a reset. Back to Biel. Biel flips it around. Return. Back to Biel. Biel holds. Across the middle, sends one right in the crest. And Lott's going to drop and get it away. 30 seconds remaining. As Moran returns to the net for New Brunswick. Intercepted by Biel, however. Skates into her check. Dishes it to the corner. Go back and forth. This corner sends it up and over. Rips one, and Lott stops that one. Holds it. She's just going to hang on and give them the free pass. It doesn't make much of a difference. Time runs out on the scoreboard. They're going to have to add the extra second. Okay, just ready to get that, looking ref talking to the score box to get that extra second up. There it is. And any teams, associations out there, we certainly broadcast on ringat.live. You can contact us at the bottom of our page. Take care of your archiving and your centralize your broadcasts, provide advertising opportunities to raise money for your team. Contact us anytime. 1.8 seconds they give, so it doesn't always have to be a shot either. Might be able to just jet out. A little play off the side. No, they're going to send it in. Oh, that's it. AB3 Blaze victorious with a 4-1 win here over Team-New-Brunswick. Good fast game by both teams. Blaze were just simply on theirs with exceptional execution, good speed. Stabbing was on. Relatively low scoring game. It was a good defensive play by both, but nonetheless, congratulations to the Blaze, and that will do it for us tonight. I want to thank you very much for joining us here at the 2025 Canadian Ringette Championships, live from Ottawa, Ontario, Richcraft Complex. That'll do it from this complex. We'll be over in Rayfriel tomorrow, the final day of play downs. And looking forward to Saturday. It's going to be a great day. Make sure you join us for all the games. You got bronze, gold medal games. And also going to stream, we're going to be streaming the closing ceremonies after that live from Montpetit Hall, University of Ottawa. We're going to pile in 2,000 people there for dinner and a bit of a show. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.